What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Ultimate Team. This is a long video. This video is going to have a lot of information, a lot of stuff that I have done. As I stated earlier in the previous episode, I was going to do a lot of stuff off camera, and I did. I've been playing quite a little bit off camera, both on my web app, both on my companion app, and also in the game. I did indeed get squad battle rewards. I did a bunch of SBCs. I did a bunch of pack openings. You will see everything in the background of this video. Everything will be sped up, so feel free to pause anytime you want to. So starting off this video, you guys just saw I packed Rafi Torres. I think that's his name. I don't even know. The guy from Seattle Sounders that recently just got a hero card for beating United States for Panama. And Panama is now in the World Cup, I believe. United States is not. So you saw I got him as a player in a 2 silver player pack. So he's usually a silver, but he was upgraded to a gold, which means I got him somehow. I don't know how I got him, but he's untradeable. Most of these packs are untradeable. That was, I believe, for a weekly objective or maybe a daily objective. I don't know what it was. But either way, you guys are seeing the squad battle rewards in the background. That week I got silver 1, I think, simply because I didn't play that many games. Therefore I didn't get that great of rewards. But you see all these guys that I get in the squad battle rewards here in the background of the video. Just multiple packs that I'm opening. I got some big players that are coming up. As you see, I got Tyson there. I got a lot of 82 players, 83 overall players, 84 overall players that I am now actually going to keep. I'm going to save all those players for the future because the future SBCs are coming out. For example, this week there's a ton of Ultimate Scream items, and I know for sure there's going to be an Ultimate Scream tradable SBC depending on when you guys see this video that's upcoming. But like I said, this is about 2 or 3 weeks of footage just packed together in one big video. I also did a lot of SBCs that you guys are going to see in this video as well. But all of this footage, like I said, is crammed down into one video. All of this is going to be sped up, so you guys are going to be able to see everything I've done. As you can see, starting off now, I have my record is 15-7 there, and I have 390,000 coins. Most of those coins I did, most of the coins that I got were from my trading methods that you guys can hear about in the previous episode before. They're super simple. I've done this. They're super trusty. I've done those methods ever since FIFA 13. I've mostly traded with non-rare silvers and non-rare bronzes. Actually, non-rare silvers and rare bronzes, because most non-rare bronzes don't sell. And you can see some of these guys that I have sold. Also, one important thing you guys are seeing right now, that during this time there was a marquee matchup for Melbourne City and Melbourne United, I believe. And those players were going for about 4 to 5,000 coins. And I researched this. I researched the marquee matchups every single week. There's a specific website. I don't remember what it's called, but you guys can. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. I researched it specifically, and I decided to pick a marquee matchup that was potentially going to be coming that had a lot of silver players and a lot of bronze players. And I went ahead and bought those players for 200 coins and 150 coins. So a very cheap price that anyone can afford if you're smart enough, and if you know the market enough to invest, and also if you know the real world stuff enough. But of course, there's websites that can help you with that. There's websites that can show you potentially which marquee matchups are going to be coming up. And if you don't hit on those marquee matchups, if that specific match, like for example Melbourne City and Melbourne United, was not in the FIFA 18 marquee matchups, even though it's a huge derby in real life in Australia, keep those players. Do not panic sell. If there's not a marquee matchup, there's eventually going to be a marquee matchup with that specific team. If it's a big team like Melbourne City or Melbourne United, specifically in the Australian League, you know they're going to have and SBC sooner or later. And as you see, one of my SBC rewards, I got Pepe and Socrates in one pack. That's 2 walkouts in one pack, and both of those guys went for about 18,000 coins. I think Socrates went for a little bit more. But yeah, super exciting. It was a mega pack, and I got 2 86 rated players. Pepe and Socrates both sold almost immediately. Also, another tool to make a lot of coins is just simply use FUTBin. It's a website. I'm sure all of you guys know it. It shows the lowest bin, the lowest buy it now price on the market, both for PS4 and Xbox. It also shows PC prices, but I know most of you guys play on Xbox or PS4. But yeah, I just basically checked their price and put those guys on the market and sold them immediately. It's instant profit right there. I was very lucky to get those players as well. Also, I'm just simply checking every single price of every single player that I pack, just as a courtesy, because you never know. I may not know that there's a specific SBC out, or maybe players are OP in a weekend league, or players are great in squad battles or something like that. I usually tend to check the non-rare prices and the non-rare gold prices, and also the non-rare and rare silver prices, simply because you never know. Like I said, you never know which one is going to be, which player is actually rare, which player is actually going to be able to get you a lot of coins trading wise. So it's always nice to know the player's price, and you never know. You might strike gold on a non-rare silver from Japanese league. You never know. I've actually been trading with one recently, and here are the SBCs that I completed after all those packs that you guys just saw. I believe these are the league, or these are the nation hybrids, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, hybrid leagues. There we go. Close enough. But you get a rare mega pack, and you can pause whenever you guys want to. Feel free to pause this video to see which specific players that I used, which specific team that I used. Now, I will say this: I pack a lot of high overall players, and I know those SBCs don't actually expire. So you guys can find, you guys can basically look at my team and plan accordingly if you guys have not done those SBCs yet, whether you guys want to buy those exact same players or whether or not you want to play different players but in a similar aspect, if you know what I'm saying. So if, for example, don't use Montoya and Rodrigo, for example. Use someone like Jonathan Vieira, or somebody that's Spanish, that are from the same exact club, that are both Spanish and both rare, just not the same players, because most likely those players are going to be jacked up in price for specific squad build that's out or something like that. You guys know what I'm saying. You guys know how FIFA works and how SBCs work. But the reason why I'm showing you guys these is because really to update you on my progress that I've recently had. You guys will see I have 412,000 coins in this video, in this specific bit of the video. And also, I think this is the pack that I pack a huge player. It's another billboard. No, never mind. It's Matic, who went for about 8,000 coins, I believe. So yeah, these SBCs, especially now, they're definitely worth it. And all these players that you get that are 83 or 82 overall, they're definitely going to be helpful for the future, because there's going to be so many SBCs that you guys are going to need. 83 overalls, 84 overalls from the same league, for different leagues, whatever you may need. There's going to be SBCs throughout the year. EA have already stated for sure that they're going to be releasing more and more SBCs. Yeah, I mean, also if you pack, for example, like you saw there, John Anthony Brooks, just keep them. Just keep them. Put them on your trade pile. Keep them, because eventually Wolfsburg is going to get an SBC, maybe marquee matchup. You never know. Also, another SBCs that I just completed. I got a jumbo gold pack there. I didn't get much. I got Valeri, who was actually a Portland Timbers player, which was a marquee matchup. So I decided to just sell them on. And most of these guys did not sell, obviously, because they're non-rares. But don't discard them. One of the tips that I always tell everybody: do not discard any players. Unless they're duplicates and you just have no space on your transfer list, just don't discard them, okay? Because, like I said, I've been preaching this basically, that eventually every team, most likely every single team will, every big team, I'll say that. And if you guys don't know which big teams there are in FIFA or in real life, Just look it up. Look it up. It's super simple. It's like it takes you 10 seconds on Google, and you'll be able to find out whether a team is big or not. But most of you guys know all this stuff. So just keep all these players. Eventually, every single big team is going to have an SBC at some point in FIFA. And those prices, instead of discarding it for 300 coins, you're going to be able to get 1,000 coins. So that's 700 more coins than you potentially could have gotten. And by simply discarding it, it just doesn't make sense to discard it. You know what I mean? You're potentially losing on the coins. I get that you may need those 300 coins now, but I mean, just play a game. If you need 300 coins desperately, use the catalog. Use the catalog to get 200 coins bonus for every single match. That way you get 600 coins instead of 300 coins for every single match you play. And it's literally that simple. You don't need to discard any single player, because that one single player, for example, John Anthony Brooks, I don't even know, I think that's actually his name, but I have like 3 of them right now, or maybe 4, and all of them were packed. And all of those players already have a loyalty bonus. So if they're untradeable, well, if they're untradeable, you have to discard them. But if they're tradable, you might as well just use them for the SBC. Instead of, if you don't want to sell them, or if they don't go for that much, they have that one loyalty bonus. So they'll help you in the chemistry SBCs, because some of those SBCs, you will need chemistry. You will need a lot of chemistry in order to complete those. Sometimes you will need the loyalty players in order to complete those. So what's the point of discarding those players if you can have the loyalty bonus players already on your transfer pile, ready to go whenever that SBC drops? What's the point of discarding them? You know, or what's the point of selling them for 700 coins where their discard price is 600, you know, or 650? You're not making that much money off of those players. So keep those players if you can. Here is another sort of bunch of packs that I have gotten. You see I get Koke there, an 84. I believe I sold him for like 6,000 coins or something like that. You guys will see it in a second there, but this is a huge pack. I got a ton of players. Most of those guys I actually kept. Most of the guys are actually still in my club right now, 3 weeks later, almost 3 weeks later. But yeah, like I said, for example, you see Fenerbahce there. They're most likely going to have a SBC coming soon in marquee matchups against Galatasaray, because that's a huge, huge derby. And I mean, you don't want to discard those players, because eventually they're going to be worth a lot of money. So please, please, please do not discard those players. Just looking at, yeah, for example, there's Valbuena. Valbuena and I don't know how to pronounce that other guy, but I don't remember, but the Moroccan guy, I was able to use those guys. They were both duplicates. They were both duplicates, because I still have those guys in my club. They were both duplicates, and I was able to use those guys in an SBC instead of just buying them for like 1,000 coins. Also, I'm showing you guys these players, that Lopez guy. Sorry, I keep changing subjects so fast, but I got a 50k pack there. I'll tell you about Lopez in a second. I forgot who I get actually here. Who do I get? Oh yeah, Rui Patricio. Okay, I got. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a huge player in this pack actually. That helped me a lot. As you can see, Leroy Sané. He sold for about 25,000 coins, I believe, or something like that. He's a massive player in Weekend League right now. He's a really, really good player. It's a shame that he doesn't have 4-star skills or better. He has 3-star skills that so you can't really cut in inside. But he's a great player, man. I haven't used him yet, but I've seen a lot of guys using him and talk highly about him, an 82 overall, Leroy Sané there. But that Lopez guy that you guys have saw, so I was doing an SBC, right? And I checked Footmin for SBCs that have already been done by somebody else. And I just picked one, and I was like, oh, okay, so this seems very cheap, you know? And then I went on to try to find this Lopez guy, and he was going for like 4,000 coins, 5,000 coins. So I just bought a bunch of them for 150 coins. And just because people were using that exact SBC, like those exact players from the Footbin SBC, who do I get in this pack? Apologies. Oh, I got Bailly there. Huge pack. Huge pack. Another SBC reward pack. Bailly goes for like 60,000 coins. I think I sold him for like 58 or something. And then Sané again, back-to-back packs. I got Leroy Sané, which is just incredible. I mean, later on in FIFA, these guys actually wouldn't cost that much because their price, with Team of the Year being announced soon, and you know their prices are going to be dropping. A lot of people are going to be opening packs, especially for these screen cards, for the November cards. Eventually, sometimes you know, sometime in the future, their prices are going to plummet. And it's best to sell now those players that are sort of lower rating, like 84 Bailly or 82 Leroy Sané. It's best to sell those guys now because eventually their price is going to be like 15K or 10K or even less than 10K. And for the amount of for the kind of player you're getting for that 10K, you might as well sell it now. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do drop a like. And as always, love to you mothers. Goodbye.